Hey everyone, welcome back to Knowledge is Key. It is Lovers Week. I am single, but I don't got a few lovers. You got some lovers, Damari?
I got one.
Exactly. Good answer. I'm your host, Kei Renee. Behind the camera is your favorite co-host, Disko D, aka Damari, aka whatever I want to call him when it's time to call him something. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys all know if you guys want to stay connected to what we have going on, text the word knowledge to 21,000. Again, that is knowledge to 21,000. And that is how you get access to early shows, deals, product launches, master classes, seminars, all the fun, cool stuff that we're going to be having going on. So because it is Lovers Week, we're doing a special Lovers Show. So I have with me Mr. Marcus.
What up?
I've known him since I started doing this.
Right.
And brought him on the show a long time ago before, still like an amateur host. And you supported back then and you're back.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Who you have a lover?
I don't have a lover. I had a few actually, but I don't. This year is the first time.
I thought you was literally about to say, I don't have a lover, I have lovers. like that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Pretty much.
Well, it's okay. Well, shit. Happy Lovers Week.
Hey,
anyway.
man, I'm just filling the void. There's some out there that don't have anyone, so I'm just trying to help them out.
Nah, for sure. Well, do it then. So today, we're gonna be talking all about, of course, sex. Like, why not? We're gonna be talking about your new book. We're going to be talking about the porn industry. We're going to be talking about the evolution of the porn industry.
Right.
Because I feel like a lot has changed in the porn industry from okay, so anyone who doesn't know who Mr. Marcus is, briefly say who you are and just give a little background about who Mr. Marcus is.
Mr. Marcus, that guy. 26 years in the industry, performing almost 20 years of filming. I got a book out called The Porn Star Guide to Great Sex, which was written as a kind of like a guide, a simple guide for the expert, but also the novice, you know what I mean? The virgin. So it was just pretty much, if you land in the middle, there's a little bit of something for everyone. I don't know. I what else is there to say?
You've been blowing backs out for 20 dollars. I help you. It's okay. I'm sensitive.
I'm porn of sex positive. What is that? Pleasure provocateur.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I want people to have a better sexual experience. Yeah. So I'm an advocate of that.
Do you feel though that because porn of course it's like a fantasy, and essentially, do you consider yourself an actor?
I mean, yeah, because there's you don't always like who you're working with when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So you have to do some kind of acting, and I'm pretty sure she's doing some acting as well. So on that part, yeah, I always considered us performers. Yeah. Because of what we're doing is so physical, and there's a lot of. I like to relate it to athleticism, being an athlete. Like, you just got to keep, train and prepare and, adapt in that environment. So, yeah, as a performer, yeah, I like that word.
So do you ever feel like, because since it is essentially a performance or whatever, do you feel that sometimes you're setting virgins or men who are watching you up for failure because they want to do all the things that they see in these porn videos, and they don't know that there's a camera that's going stop. Sometimes it's going, sometimes it's stopping. You do get to go get water, you get to come back, but they're trying to live up to this I want to like Mr. Marcus, and then they can't.
Some people achieve it. Some people actually learn, and it's not even that they got to do it my way. Yeah. But maybe there's something that I do that they can learn from and do it their own way. Yeah. So I get that. I get what they're looking and are also learning, and then they're actually applying what they learn. But I think everybody's gonna. What I hope is you get something out of it. You don't have to get it. You can't. Listen, I've been doing it 20 years, and I have those same days where I can't get a hard on, and I struggle, and my mind's somewhere else, and I'm just not into what I'm doing. But but I'm hoping that there's something in that process, you know, you can pull from it and do yourself.
There's a little nugget.
There's little nuggets in there
that you could grab.
Right. Just some. Ooh, I like that. Let me try that.
What have you? When did you start out? What, in your 20s?
I was 23. Yeah.
So when you were your 23-year-old self, what's different when you were 23, like working in the industry, than today?
Well, I'm 50 now, so I look at things a lot different. I think I would, you know, when I was younger, I was pretty arrogant, aggressive, and just kind of ignorant to a lot of things. And I think as I'm, you know, being older now, you looking back, you reflect, you kind of like, you don't have to go so hard. And, you know, there's also humble yourself, you know, for the long run. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you can take the ups and downs with way more stride.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what's so interesting, which is like a random question that just came in my head? Even though like you work in the porn industry, do you watch porn? Or like
little bits and pieces, because I'm not, because making it, I know the reality of it.
Oh, okay.
So if I can see that the performers are genuinely, like if it's a girl I'm into, and she is, and I want to see her doing something sexual, I'm watching. That ain't changed. That ain't changed.
I wonder if that's like spoiled you, because when I, like, you know, hung out around my friend and he would tell me like, oh, well, let me tell you, because this and this really ain't what you're thinking. It like kind of messes it up for me. Like, why don't you even tell me that? Like, spoiled it. Like, dang.
Yeah, nah, you know, the dick still had tingles. I was like, hey, I like this. What you gonna do?
I do have a question about finding love in the industry, in the porn industry, right? Is that a possible or realistic thing? Like, do all the girls, or do a lot of the girls actually date like regular dudes who are okay with them coming on set and doing their thing, and then?
Of course. Love always finds a way, bro. It just does. You know, if you got, you know, if you're not a dick and an asshole, you know what I mean? If you're cool people, someone's gonna be attracted to you. And then if you take the time to work on that relationship, you know, then you can easily find someone that it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. It's all about what you're gonna do now and in the future. You know, and I've seen it a lot with the girls, and I've seen it with guys. I found it a few times.
Right. But is that like while you're still a performer? Like,
it's happening, because you do something really as intimate as that, but if you guys actually like each other, you're like, okay, well, we got that out the way. Right. We know we good on that front, you know, and where it goes from there is up to you. I've seen people come in this business and, you know, leave happily ever after. It happens. It's not impossible.
That's dope.
Well, I know you guys refer to like people who don't do porn as civilians. Yeah, there's like a whole language in the industry.
Right.
Yeah. What is that all about?
Well, civilian is someone who's not in the business and doesn't do it for a living, doesn't do this type of work for a living. And, you know, so when you're bringing her around, your homies and shit, you're like, yeah, she's a civilian. You know, don't talk the shit. That's
crazy. Well, I was called a civilian. That's what I was like.
Right.
Like, I was like, let's do this industry talk. Like, what is this? But for you, was dating outside of the industry, like, do you feel more connected? Only because when I was, of course, you know, entangled, I would like hear like, there would be conversations like, you know, it's really different not having sex with someone who's not in the industry, because I feel more free. Like, I don't feel pressure to come right now, or I don't feel pressure to have to start again.
Right. I don't have to put a leg up, you know, arch out, you know, that's porn lingo. Right. Now, if you got someone, you know, that's, you don't have to do that entire act for, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, you can get back to the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe you still be a freak. I don't know. Maybe y'all like, I seen that shit you did on camera now. I want you to do that to me.
I mean, that works too.
Right.
That works too.
Right.
So sex, Valentine's Day, disco. What type of things do we need what type of things do we need our viewers to know about for Valentine's Day? What happens on Valentine's Day? Well, Valentine's Day is like a lover's quarrel.
Well, it's like that's a lover's day, really.
Yeah.
That's even leading up to Valentine's and after.
Yeah.
It ain't just that one day anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like if you do it right, you plan like it's foreplay, and then Valentine's Day is like today's D-Day.
Do you feel like foreplay is essential? Like
for
still?
Sure. Oh yeah.
I feel like a lot of like younger or men like who are like now, like they don't care for like eating vagina, like they don't care for like they're like nah, none of that.
Right. And like I said, back in my earlier days, I was probably that dude. Oh yeah, nah.
Oh yeah, was that?
I mean, I did it, but I was like, I like the head, and if the head was bombed, then I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna reciprocate by giving you some good.
He skipped like
right. Yeah. There we go. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I got it. But it's necessary. I mean, how girls do it. Like, you don't want to eat every you put in front of you. Maybe like every girl don't want to suck every that's put in front of you. So, you got to figure that part out. But
are we hairy, hairless?
I like a little hair. I like something down. I love like a shadow. I really do.
All right, ladies, you hear that?
I appreciate that too.
Mm-hmm.
A little something down there to cover up
a little shadow.
Little loop the rest. That's what we're gonna call it. Little loop the rest.
So I do have a question on this, right? What do you do to, for one, be able to perform at the level you are now? And then two,
let's stick to one first.
We'll stick to that.
Well, mentally, I think I'm always, I have a wicked imagination. So and then I know how to you got to take stress out of it. You know what I mean? You can't be caught up thinking about something else. If you're going to have sex, then focus on the sex. You know what I mean? Just block everything else out and just get in tune with who you're working with. Chemistry is key. I don't take any pills. I never took anything. No Viagra, no Cialis, nothing. Yeah. If I struggled, but I always thought it started here. So my head has got to be into it first. And then sometimes the body's already into it. Now it's just trying to, control where the body goes, control the process more. It's just, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm too good at it. I don't know.
Well, I was wondering too, I know that there's men who come really fast, which is so annoying. And if it's mental, right? Because it starts in here. Yeah. How do they not? Or I don't know if it's their fault or not. But how are they not able to control that quick boom, that comes?
It's crazy because it happens to me. It happens to most men.
Oh, okay.
Because you're so excited, and I think that's just Mother Nature saying, shit. Okay, you're in. Okay, cool, babies.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
And the woman's like, no.
Babies. Do you have children?
Mm-hmm.
Are any of your children come from shooting scenes?
No.
Oh. How have you been able to do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just leaving it at that.
All right. I'm how have you managed that? I've always wondered, is there a high rate of inner performer babies in the
Actually, no, because some majority of the girls are either on some type of birth control or something. Oh. I mean, I don't know personally, but from experience, that I've seen with other women, they're on something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess that's kind of good. I said, because I was just like,
and it's suggested. I remember girls having that conversation with each other, like, "Oh, you're new. Well, maybe you need to get on something." You know what I mean?
I mean, shit. I think that I wouldn't be able. I can't get on birth control. I'm not doing it. I don't trust it. Like, I don't think women.
Absolutely, everybody's different. And it's your body.
It sure is. Lord bless me with it, and let me do what I want with it.
Right.
Okay, so men can control, or they probably can't. Mother Nature is telling them to birth, so it's a wrap. No matter what they're thinking.
That's sometimes that's all Mother Nature right there.
Okay.
So one of the techniques is, you have to like try to make adjustments. If that's what you're feeling, then sometimes doing a position where you're in a difficult position where it's not so easy to pump and come. You know what I mean?
Then it's like your mind is kind of focused on like the difficulty of what you're trying to do that you can't really.
Right, you don't focus on it. And also you don't want to focus on it because you start, well, guess what? You're about like,
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So it's just, take a break. You know what I mean? Like step back, man. It just kind of, now it means, bring the situation, calm it down, and let her know that. Let's say, hey, whoa. All right, well, the dick is hard. We got that part out of the way. Now, if you want this to last, then it's going to take a little teamwork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some girls are like, just give it to me. Like, no, I want to enjoy this.
Well, I feel like, which is unfortunate. I feel like men who like are underperformers in their like performance gotta eat.
Well, that's another very good point.
Yeah,
because that is exactly when you're like, well, I'll tell you what, this is gonna be let me just go to the basics here. Let me just get down here, and that helps too. That really does. That's also a good like primer because now okay, ooh, this feels good. Okay, well, let me just get down here.
so jump in the water, see how deep it is, jump back out, assess.
Right. Now stick your feet in there, and that's it.
Just jump in real quick, assess the situation.
Right, assess it, and then step out.
All right, fellas, you hear that?
And go over to the kiddie pool and start there.
So how about for women? What is one piece of advice that you would give for women when it comes to pleasing their men?
Women are so imaginative, really, and creative, and you guys are problem solvers. You know what I mean? So it's like I love the imagination. I always tell women all the time, just be imaginative, and hopefully he'll trust you enough to follow your lead. Sometimes if I'm with a girl and she knows what she's doing, then I just, let her do it. You know what I mean? And just, I'll be in good hands. If I need to take the lead, then, and if I see that, then I will. You know what I mean? So you really don't know until you're in that situation. But I'd say if you know how to lead.
That was the most around the corner answer.
You want to know what can she do? I think if she knows him.
Oh, well, let's be more specific then. Okay, maybe we got it. How can women suck dick better?
Oh, there you go. I mean, I thought maybe that's what you were saying. There you go. Because, I had a feeling. But I think technique, if she can't go all the way down on it, if she can't put her mouth around it and she really doesn't want it in her mouth, use your hands, spit, saliva, and almost imitate the masturbation. Because that's what he's going to do anyways. Just do it for him. Combine that with a little bit of head. Maybe I've seen girls stroke it in, put their mouth on the tip of it, not having to worry about gagging or gag reflex and how much they can take, and just using the combination of the hands and their mouth. And then if you're just a diehard freak and you just like to swallow that, then swallow till you blue in the face. It's just there's just different degrees, and you do what you're comfortable. And if you're into it, you're gonna have better results. Every girl I've seen that's into sucking performs amazing.
No, I mean, not that I concur, but I can concur that when you are into something, whether it's a business, something that you actually enjoy, you do it better.
Right.
But I think that some women are, maybe not even some women, because I know some men who are afraid to not please their mate. Like, you know, like they don't want to give head or they don't want to suck dick or whatever because they are afraid that they're not good at it. Like, it's like that fear of like, I can't do this. Like, you know?
Well, because I would literally get in her face with my dick and say, go ahead and try. Try. You can try. Go ahead and give it a shot.
I don't know if I would like, I mean, not, I think to women, it's offensive when men ask them to like give them head. Like, unfortunately, and it's like, I know men are like, well, if you didn't just do it, I wouldn't have to ask. Like, but I do think it's odd, because even like me, I could be with the person. If they ask me to do it, what you just asked me to do? Like, it's like offensive.
I've been
like,
why though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. Why is that? Because I want to know too.
I feel like I feel like you're disrespecting me, because maybe it's because when you hear like, somebody, like, you know, it's always such it's like always such like an aggressive, like derogatory thing. Like, you know, it's not like sensual. It's not like happy. It just feels like, you're being degraded.
Really? But okay, so what about the flip side of that when a man gives you head?
I feel like, well, I personally think that eating vagina is disgusting. Or not, it's like, I mean, so I don't know. I can't really answer that one. But I don't think that a female asking a man to eat them out is because you're getting to eat. Like, what do you mean? Like, you are getting nourishment, okay? Like, there are vitamins, there are all types of things.
You're getting Mother Earth.
Yeah, like you're being invited into the womb. Like, but like us, like penises squirt out nasty pre-cum that like does not taste good. Like, it's disgusting.
Like, you do realize it goes both ways, right?
Listen, I don't know, but like we said, it is degrading for men to ask a female to give them head. But I don't know. I don't even know how women say it. Like, come. Like, I don't know how that part works.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm experienced.
Right. She's like,
Do you guys feel degraded if a female asks you to?
You know, I try to flip it, be like, yeah, hold on, I got it, you, don't trip.
So it does feel the same way.
You can, it depends. Like, if we got cool chemistry, cool with that, I'll be like, hell yeah, I'll eat that shit.
So maybe that's what it is, because honestly, if a man is like, I'm really dating you or something, and you say it, I might do it, but I will do it properly if I want to, and you didn't ask me.
Okay.
Like, you know?
So I'll just be like waiting and be like, all right, they just date 3.
I thought I brought you some roses. I'm sitting here.
Are you there?
I feel like men give like little hints, like they'll like unzip, like and play the video, like play the video game, like no one noticed what you
ain't
did.
done that one yet, but I have to get out.
You feel me? Like, hey babe. Like, you feel me?
I'm get serious, sitting there playing some PlayStation with button all.
All of a sudden, every time you get a field goal, a new button drops, and you're just like, yo, why your button keep dropping? I don't know. Come figure out. Like, that's how you can do it. Like, you know, like, just in case.
I'm gonna keep that.
I personally take pride in it, to be honest with you. So I take no offense to it at all.
In asking?
And asking and receiving, and
but he's married. Don't believe him. Like, there's nothing.
No, there's a lot of married men that are probably watching it right now.
Edit, I would have to say yes. I would probably, but on the unedited version of this, like I said, I take pride in it.
Well, look, I think everyone gets in where they fit in when it comes to like whether, because oral sex is like like a hit or miss. A lot of people are afraid to do it. Like, I have female, like, I don't mind sucking dick. Or, I feel so vulgar saying, like, it even feels vulgar saying like sucking dick or giving head. Like, you know, like,
but it's so funny because every time you say it, you go sucking dick. It's
like a dark side. It's like a secret society. You can't just say that. I feel like my DMs are gonna get blown up. Like, oh, you suck, girl. Is that what you do? Like, you know. So it's like.
Well, you know what I was gonna say, because we're like, and I was thinking, then how do we end up way down there when we forget all these other body parts? You know.
It's the most important.
You know, when you kissing the breast, you know, feet. You know, I saw a video the other day where, you know, It was actually two women, giving each other foot, and I was thinking, man, they both look like they were in heaven. I mean, it was just like, so there's so much more to go to. You don't necessarily have to even start at the dick, so don't feel no pressure.
It's part of the shoulders, guys.
Oh, shoulders are good. A good body massage, a butt massage is all good. Inner thighs, her calves, I massage her calves. Love to massage feet during sex. Yeah. That's a new thing I like doing now. Pulling hair, either.
Not the wig though, or the weaves, guys.
Right. But you got to, pull it in a way where, you're tugging on it a little bit, slapping her ass in the middle of sex. I haven't had a woman say, yeah, stop it. I mean, they may not say, don't hit so hard, or they're like, You know what I mean? It depends.
Because all these things are like extra arousals that take place during. That people forget to you're pumping and whatever, but there are other things.
There's other things that can be done, and we get into this routine of I stick it in, I hump, I come, I go. You know what I mean? But you can do all these things and never have sex. That's what I'm saying. Leading up to Valentine's, foreplay. Foreplay can be doing. I mean. It's nice to have a girl who knows how to. Sexting is a real cool thing to do from time to time without having to pay for it. You know what I mean? So it's just a cool thing to have some girl that you're gonna see that week or later that day, and just talk dirty. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just start planting seeds now. Let's just talk. I always say, "There's no harm, no foul." It's just thoughts. Yeah. You know what I mean? Shit, and it's gonna, and when it's time to act on it, your body's gonna be like, half of that shit we were thinking.
Let's go. Take off them clothes.
That's why he said half.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Michael, for coming on the show. No pun intended. And sharing all this information with us. I feel like someone's special day, and even every day, with some of the things that we talked about today. Relax, just stop thinking so hard.
Yeah, sex is meant to be pleasurable and enjoyable. It shouldn't be stressed. It shouldn't, don't come in here thinking you got to do, the routine. Yeah. Fuck the routine. Adjust, make adjustments. Just let it happen.
Yeah. I still got one more question.
Oh, go for it. Let's go.
My question is about. You touched on the hard on thing or whatever, but coming. Every porn star seems like the niggas bust big bad nuts. Is that something that you practice? Is it something you do for that? Is there something you keep for that?
He want more kids to come out. More.
Is it something you pick for? No, a lot of. Listen, I'm just asking. General,
I know.
Most men think.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes I don't know if it's attributed to or maybe connected to whatever's going on in your head at the time of that orgasm is. That's why some girls like their head their eyes be in the back of their head, and they're really working hard to get it. Whatever thought they got going on is what's going to get them there. And I think with men, it tends to be the same thing. The more aroused and turned on you are, sometimes prolonging the actual orgasm for a man can make it, be built up more of a larger ejaculation. You don't, if you're going to fuck, take your time. You will eventually come, but it'll be a bigger come because you're not just jacking it off and squirting. Right. You're taking your time with it. That's the whole theme of this whole thing is now I realize take your time. Just
your time.
Pace it out.
Right. What they say is it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
But for some of y'all, it's 100-meter dash. Okay.
If you ain't got the time,
listen, you better get it. He's coming, girls. It's so funny too, and this is just sidebar, and then we'll wrap this up. But men who come fast always say things like, "Well, I got mine. You should have got yours." I feel like
that's an asshole right there.
That's always their go-to. Well, I'm getting what I'm supposed to get. You better figure it out. No, you figure it out.
Well, the fact that he articulated it, that's an asshole. He's like, yeah, I got mine.
Right.
So, he's like, you're supposed to quietly be like, damn, I did get mine. Shit. I hope she got hers.
Some men don't really care. But is there anything you want to say or anything you need to promote? You want to make sure your fans
I mean, well, if you want to, I got the greatest fans. I mean, I posted like a Happy New Year to my fans, and I had like 100. Hey, Mr. Artist, Happy New Year. I love you. Happy New Year. And it was just that type of love is reciprocated. I appreciate that. But you can find me on all social media platforms, aka Mr. Marcus. That's just playing off of that's what I'm known as, and that's it. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, are you on TikTok yet?
I am on TikTok. But it's so funny because the first TikTok I did was with my nieces. So I was like, well, can't go that way. So I was just well.
Looks like don't follow him on TikTok, ladies. You're not gonna get what you want.
Right. So
family time.
Yeah, it's family time right there. So now.
All right, that's good. I like that. And that's where we wrap. No. Okay, so everyone, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Knowledge is Key. I hope that you guys take some of these gems, use them in the bedroom, use them out the bedroom, whatever you got to do with them, just use them. Stimulate your mind, Greg. Right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Disco D's behind the camera. I'm your host, Kei Renee, and this is Knowledge is Key.